I think we've secured commitments from darn near everybody.
He said, "Get out." Deion Sanders does it again, and I sound like a broken record. Kaidon Salter, former Liberty quarterback, is transferring to Colorado. He's signed. He's locked in. He was the Conference USA MVP in 2023. I will point out that Liberty did have a bit of a shaky season last year, but I think that was a complete, a whole team thing, so that can be taken with a grain of salt. But at the end of the day, this was a guy who, again, was MVP in 2023 and then came into the 2024 season with a lot of high praises and even some NFL comps and comparisons there too. So it seems like even with Julian Lewis coming in, the 5-star, he told y'all that he got a lot of the signatures and he did that. He also got another linebacker out of Jackson State. So Jacksonville State, I believe. I'm probably saying another team name wrong, but we're going to get deep into it. I appreciate y'all watching. Like if you like it, dislike if you don't like it, subscribe if you enjoy college football. Let's get into it. All right, like I said, Kaidon Salter, 2023 Conference USA 2023 champion this past season. Salter threw for 1,875 of them yards, 15 of them tutters, and an additional 688 yards and 7 touchdowns on the ground. Not too bad. This could also help Colorado with Jonte Cook. He told me the other day. It seems that Jonte Cook needed a little bit of a convincing, and he got it. And of course, we have Coach Prime alluding to him staying again. And I mean, how many more times does he have to tell you he's going to stay?
Right now, I'm like the Black Adam Scheffler. You know that, right?
Black Adam who?
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Who?
I love where I am. I'm elated where I am. I'm happy where I am. I can't wait to see what the future beholds with where I am. And I love Boulder, Colorado. So I have every intention, every plan in the world to be coaching for the Colorado Buffs for me.
Well, there you go. No more on that conversation about Dallas Cowboys, and especially when you take your quarterback room from losing a potential first-round pick in Shedeur Sanders to how about we get one of the top-ranked quarterbacks and then one of the top-ranked quarterbacks in the transfer portal. In Salter, Deion Sanders at the quarterback with a career total of 5,887 passing yards, 2,013 rushing yards, and 77 total touchdowns. I believe he's a junior. Yep, 6'1" junior, 21 rushing touchdowns. So this dude can really get busy on the ground, and he's a similar build and similar style dual threat to Julian Lewis. Now, Julian Lewis isn't like a runner, but he's got some wheels on him. So this could be like an interesting little bridge gap between getting to Julian Lewis, because clearly he's going to have the crown. It's going to be he is a junior this year, so he'll have 2 years, and if everything works out good, he goes to the what's it called, the old draft after this year with Colorado if everything goes great. Just a vet guy being able to do good things. But that's not the only player they secured. Also, last night, they secured former Jackson State linebacker Reginald Hughes. He committed to what's called Jacksonville State. Hughes had 83 tackles, 9.5 tackles for loss, 4.5 sacks, and 6 quarterback hits in 2024 out there with Rich Rodriguez boys. I believe they won. Not the Sun Belt. Where is Jacksonville in? They won their conference. That's why Rich Rodriguez is back in West Virginia. So shout out to Coach Rich Rod. So that's pretty interesting. And if y'all missed it, my other video I made about what's it called, my main man, and we sadly have to talk about this too. I didn't tell y'all, but Trevor Woods did leave. We'll add that in at the end. But if you didn't see, they also signed Mr. Atkins. He was a 4-star transfer tight end coming out of Northwestern Missouri, I believe. 6'5", big boy, big bad, big body. So they got him as well. Good little pickups there. If I can find him, he's what, Diner. Where is he at? Oh yeah, there's KC Conception too. Checking things out. Lots of updates, man. Lots of. I didn't think they was gonna be swimming it like this. I believed in Deion. But
I haven't left doing that. We have some wonderful, phenomenal young men up here that we want to join this magnificent team. I think we've secured commitments from darn near everybody. They probably had not committed yet, but
darn near everybody. And Jaheim Otis, done. Kaidon Salter, which I thought might be kind of maybe it's not the fit for him. That one signed. Tight end is signed. Mr. Zach Atkins, and we watched film of him. His film is electric, dog. I love this. I love that D2 players have like this film. We can actually watch it without getting copyrighted. Oh, beautiful, amazing. So before we start listening to everything, a little bit of speculations, right? Zachariah Branch and Zion Branch, the brothers, his uncle was a Colorado great, Cliff Branch. So, if they get him in the doors, it seems like they're being able to sign everybody else and everybody up along. So he's been playing for a while, since 2021, obviously with Ovid years and everything else. Oh, no, because it's 2021, so he doesn't have Ovid years. Dang, God, I feel old. 2021, it's always, woo. Okay, anyway, 87 for 149, 58% for 2022, 8 tutters. And then 2023, obviously the MVP year for Conference USA, 228, 32 and 6, right? And then this last season that didn't do as great, the completion percentage dropped a lot, the average dropped a bit, the touchdowns dropped tremendously, and the interceptions stayed about the same. So, I don't know how you can argue against that. But again, there's a lot else going on here when you take a look at the overall game. Them Liberty Flames had they were learned. 8-3 is not bad, but they were poised to be one of the guys that were going to, or one of the teams out of the group of 5 that were going to really be able to represent in the college football playoff. Things didn't seem to shake out in that way. Looking at the rankings that are updated now, we are in the 2025 rankings. It's on 3, and we also have what's it called, on 3. Oh yeah, and also just a double check here. Again, Reginald Hughes, Duke Buckman, Carter Miller, Kaidon Salter just happened, Zach Adkins, and then Jaheim, and then Mr. Trevor Woods and Nikhil Green. Those are 2 major losses. We knew about Trevor Woods in the middle of the season, so this was something that we saw. He took a seat, or he sat down for the rest of the season really early. I think that was 3-4 games in the season, so a little different situation there. Well, actually, we might even take a peek at that video there. So this is Prime Time Buff Nation here. I went ahead and liked the video. I couldn't find this interview. So this is Deion Sanders first talking about Trevor Woods and even Jeremiah Brown redshirting. And I misspoke earlier in the video. I think I said that he entered the transfer portal earlier. No, he redshirted earlier, and Jeremiah redshirted after getting injured. So this was the initial.
Trevor wanted the red shirt. JB, Jeremiah wanted the red shirt. Who else you say?
Deion Hayes.
Deion Hayes was hurt.
Trevor Woods has been an essential.
Yeah, and kind of like, of course, he's going to explain that. Look, Trevor Woods was a bit of a heart and soul of that first Deion Sanders regime, so I think it's very interesting to see him leave, and I think he kind of doubles up and kind of projects his, I think, true feelings when it comes to this second comment here. And this is, again, these are older comments.
The news with Woods and Brown opting for red shirt. Has anyone had that conversation with you of having a red shirt?
Yeah, several guys. You got to understand it. I understand it, and I always want what's best for the kids. I really do. Like, that's their prerogative. But it kind of puts us in a situation, because now is there a question, are you redshirting for us or are you redshirting for you? And it should be NCAA rules and guidelines that if you choose that particular course, we should be able to allow you to go. Because if a guy is redshirting for himself and he don't plan on being here, why would you want him here and he don't plan on being here? That's really not fair to him. It's not fair to his teammates.
He says he wants some at. He said, get at. But I feel like I can agree with him too. There is the last part of this. We kind of ran this video to the ground. I gotta be honest with you. We've already talked about what he talked about in that press conference. The last thing he did have in here was like a small, not a joke, but a story, kind of just alluding to his days as being in a bowl and playing in bowl games. I do want to say, just to kind of close it out, man. Look, sometimes things just don't work out. Right, we're talking about a player in Trevor Woods who had to move from playing safety to then playing linebacker. Now, I guess he could have played that rover position. He can play that middle of the field type robber guy, but sometimes it doesn't fit. Sometimes the play style is not right. So even those people that you consider to be heart, souls, and extremely important parts of the teams are going to be able to get up and go. But I think it's powerful for what Deion Sanders says, because it's another step. He's not simply talking about just the problem with the transfer portal. He was back there talking about the redshirting opportunity, because it's crazy. NIL makes the transfer portal bad, which makes redshirting now bad. Like, everything just compounds and is creating bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger problems, somehow just like crashing down on themselves. It's crazy to see. But let's end it with a little bit of fun. We talked about Kaidon Salter officially being in Colorado Buffalo, the new linebacker Hughes. We talked about all the good stuff. Trevor Woods sadly leaving. Of course, Jeremiah Brown back out of the portal. But how about some fun times about the bowl game, and then we're going to get up out of here.
That's his appearance for that. But I'm so proud that he's back because I love him. He's like a son to me. So I'm glad we got that straight.
Last one, go ahead.
Coach Joe from 9 News. You had great experiences as a player in the bowl experience and for yourself in college. What do you remember about those moments, and how can you relate those moments to your team
Great question.
to enjoy this time?
Great question. Great questions. The thing that I remember the most about a bowl is the stuff. Like we wanted to walk in the room and on our bed they had a bag full of stuff, and we went through the stuff. I think it was a cassette player. You know, y'all too young for that. Cassette player with a little bitty headphone like that. You barely get over your ear. Just get over the little hole in your ear.
Walkman.
Yeah, Walkman. That's what they call it. The Walkman. We had some sweatsuits, and then we wore the color off those things. I remember those garnet sweatsuits. But I love like that part, and it wasn't as intense as a game, but you had to win. You wanted to win. But just I can remember walking around New Orleans, man. You know, with my teammates. And seeing the stuff. I remember one of my teammates running in the hotel up the escalator with a briefcase. I'm pretty sure it stolen it. I'm pretty sure that happened. Like, man, what are you running up the escalator with a briefcase for? It don't look right. But that kid, he had that capability in him. He stole that briefcase. Just seeing that kind of stuff. I remember we played in Gator Bowl. And Jimmy Calloway, the JC that I wear on my shirt, the equipment man, he thought he was doing a brave thing and a valiant thing. And he said, all right, after the game, it's been raining and nasty. He said, everybody can keep their socks. Like, man, come on, man. Keep our socks. The socks are filthy. But that was JC, that was Calloway. And I love those moments. I never forgot those moments.
Okay, Deion Sanders snitching. Nah, I'm just joking. I wasn't expecting wet socks and stolen briefcases, but hey, man, EMG with Deion Sanders, man. I appreciate y'all hanging out with us. I appreciate y'all showing out. Oh yeah, if I didn't say that before, I couldn't show this because they'd be copyrighting this Bet Online place. But hey, man, y'all be great. Y'all be phenomenal. Appreciate y'all watching. Congratulations to Colorado for killing it. You know, we got more transfer portal, all different types. We don't just cover Colorado videos or just Colorado. But y'all watch Colorado the most. So, hey, man, I'm listening to y'all, man. What else y'all want to see? What other teams y'all want me to cover? I'm covering my Texas Longhorns. I'm covering Penn State. I got the Marshall boys. But y'all be great. Y'all be phenomenal. We'll see you next time. Appreciate it.